How does Jax play? All right, so my friend, I'm Gunday. You know me. What can I call you?
Sean.
Sean. Sean, like SHSE.
SH. You got it right the first
All
time.
right, and I'm just gonna
AW.
assume it's spelled like
That works.
that, but you know, AWN.
Yep, that's me.
All right, cool. So you wanted to get coaching. You've been watching the stream. You've been one of my regulars, and I think you've been learning just watching. So like what are you trying to get out of this coaching session? Like,
I'm trying to learn, but
okay, well, sure.
I obviously I'm not getting that far with it yet. But
I don't
some
know
of
if
it's
you've
my
noticed. This is not an easy game. It's not
oh
the
yeah
most complicated game, but it's not like even an average game. This game is difficult and it's complicated and it changes every 2 weeks. So if you're like brand new to it, don't worry about it, man.
um
it's gonna be a minute.
yeah a lot of it's the decision making stuff. I know I don't always make the best decisions. As far and especially as a jungler, as necessarily when to go in, how to go in.
Okay, and we're
Which I've learned a
watching
lot watching you.
Nocturne, right?
Yeah.
So Nocturne, if we're gonna watch the game, and what I want to do is I want to talk through kind of the basics around this stuff, and if we're doing Nocturne, it's completely different decision making than if you're playing a tank than if you're playing like an Ivern, right?
Right.
So you got to think about that too. But yeah, like we can learn stuff. So you gave me a VOD, we have this. Do you mind if I share that with the stream when we start watching too? Some people are
Oh, that's fine.
embarrassed, other people don't give a shit. I'm a fan of everybody learning and making fun of you because that's the fastest way to learn as long as it doesn't bug you, right?
Absolutely.
Definitely. And people are saying you're quiet, but you're pretty loud for me. Falcon Wrath, yeah, try just turning it up a little. Patriot says you're okay. I think we're good. Falcon Wrath is just deaf. But okay, so we can definitely talk about decision making if you want to learn stuff. I mean, I've had lessons where, like, I think Falcon Wrath, he's actually in the chat. The first lesson I did with him, we didn't get through the first 6 minutes of the game. I found so many things that he could just work on, right? So I can pick you apart. But usually, if this is like a learning kind of thing, I'll start in general with the fundamentals, and then like I'll ask questions. If you get that, we'll dig in and zero into the nitty gritty shit.
No, I appreciate that, and because I think that a lot of the, not to sound whatever, but I think
Yeah,
a lot of the first 6 minute stuff that you would be getting into,
yeah, you've probably
I
seen a
think
few times, right?
I do mostly okay because yeah, I've gone through your YouTube coachings and I've gone
Ah, thank
through
you.
and I've done these and I spent some time with you, Gunday.
Yeah. Like one of the reasons I'm building that automated coaching tool is because I keep seeing, the same problems over and over again. So by all means, I talk too much. It's your lesson, not mine. If I'm saying something, you're like, I know, no, just interrupt me. I won't be offended. We'll move on. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So is this it? Just decision making with Nocturne?
That that's what a lot of it is.
Okay.
Because I know I know not to blame my team for when things go bad. I know that,
Hmm.
but like the VOD that I sent you today is a good example of I started off like 6-1, and then all of a sudden I ended up like 14-7
Yeah,
because like
it's not as
I
good
go
as
in
six
on
and one.
things and then my team runs away.
Yep. So sometimes it is your team's fault. It is a team game, right? But the reason people say not to blame your team is every game you're going to get bad teammates, right?
Right.
If it was once every 100 games, sure, okay, this time you got an idiot, whatever. But like if you watch my stream, you hear me complaining on stream. I try not to type in chat because that doesn't help anything. But I vent a little to you guys watching me. Like every game, you're going to have somebody that can't read your mind and isn't on the same page and doesn't know what they're doing, or their cat jumps on their keyboard right when you think the ultimate team fight is happening. Life happens. Sometimes girlfriend aggro happens. Like I have a mini pig like literally sleeping underneath me that at any time could wake up and just start gnawing on my feet. So like shit happens, right? So you can't blame your team because nobody's perfect, especially on the internet, right? Like maybe Comcast is just still an internet company and they just drop a couple frames or lag out. I don't know, right? There's all these reasons. So
Right.
so sure, it might be their fault, and recognizing that okay, I made the right decision, my team was dumb, versus I just completely screwed up and I have no one to blame but myself. That's kind of the skill you want to develop there because sometimes it's just their fault. And then after the fight, 80 carries like, sorry guys, I lagged out. I didn't even auto attack. Like, yeah. So maybe if they were auto attacking and doing their job, which is damage, you win the fight.
Right.
But more often than not, they're just like, "Stupid Nocturne, why did you get," or whatever, because
Yeah, exactly. And like there was someone flaming me in this one. Well, do we even have a jungle? And at the time, I was 6-1. I was like, what do you mean, do we have a jungle?
do we have a jungle? I have 100% of the kills.
um,
And like that probably took a lot of restraint to ignore that little shithead. But
yeah, kind of.
but usually you can just reply like scoreboard smiley face emoticon or something, and I don't know, like it depends on the player. Like I found that if you talk to people, it is more likely to make them talk instead of play, and then they'll rage quit, to earn some EP thing. I don't get it. So like more often than not, it's just better if someone's giving you shit, just mute them and ignore them. Like
Right. And I was gonna say the other issue I have is that being at the low elo that I'm at,
uh-huh.
I only end up playing with low elo people like me,
Sure.
who are all making the exact same mistakes. So
Sure.
therefore, I can't look at something and go, "Hey, that was really awful," because everybody else is doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, sure. So you don't really have anything to compare yourself to because everything's ugly, I
Yeah,
guess.
right.
I guess in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king or something, So
Yeah.
the person with one item is the strongest. I don't get it. I don't know, something like that. So sure, we can talk about that here. So is it like decision making and also like evaluating?
Yeah.
If you did it right, because I can talk through how to do that because that's helpful, right?
Yeah, and that's
And
something that I've appreciated when you had your Excel sheet up and you would go through after each game and go through like what I did wrong, what I did right.
yeah, sure. No, we sure can. Like that exercise was me figuring out, okay, like I see my win rate, and I gotta believe like I'm just having bad luck or something because it felt like every game, like I was just getting these heavy team. But then you look at the numbers and it's like, oh, it's only about 1 in 4 games we have that one idiot who's flaming and feeding, and most of the time, it's just me like messing up here and there. And then you look and you see the trends, and it's like, oh, I made a bunch of bad Baron calls in a row, and that's why I'm throwing. Fix that, cool, and suddenly my win rate jumps up. You can do the exact same thing, but yeah, I can show you how to kind of think about that. Another thing too, like you mentioned, everybody is in bronze. Like yeah, like what rank are you? Like bronze 5, bronze 1?
I'm actually made it all the way up to bronze 4.
Nice. Okay, so you're climbing a little. Um, well, you play differently in bronze than you do in diamond, than you do in challenger, than you do in gold, right? Because players at different levels know different things. Go figure. Do you want like a crash course in how to carry out a bronze?
That would be awesome because
Cool.
that's what I'm trying to do. And if you can explain math to me, that would be
Sure.
fantastic.
No, I literally get paid money to explain math to people for my day job. So you talk dirty to me, man. Like you're speaking my language, okay?
Well, I played 2 games today. One of
Uh-huh.
them I got my grade was an A. We won.
By the way, that,
I
that
earned
grade is complete shit.
well, I
But
mean, but I'm just using that as like as a baseline because
don't
it's something
don't
I
use it
do.
as a baseline. Like just telling you, I've looked at it. It doesn't evaluate the correct things for winning the
Okay.
game. So like you can use it as a baseline, but that's like saying like make up a random number. That's my baseline. It doesn't make any sense, right? If your baseline is shit, why are you using it?
Right. Well, I was just saying it was a baseline because I got an A in both of the games that I played today.
Uh huh.
One I won, and the one I won, I earned a total of 13 LP.
Okay.
The one I lost 23
That
LP.
means your win rate's messed up. Mine's kind of like that right now. I think like I was trying some new shit on my account, like testing it out, and I think I'm like 15 games under like 50% right now. When that happens, like you win 18, 19, you lose 21, 22. When you win a few more games, your MMR, your matchmaking rating in the background will go up a little. And then when you're around that 50-50 win rate, that's when you'll start winning 20, losing 20. When you go above that 50-50 mark, you'll start like winning 25, losing 15. And, if you keep winning over and over, you'll start skipping divisions and stuff, right? So, so don't worry about that. You just need to like play more games and win more than you lose. And if you do that over enough time, it's good. That's why a lot of like these people doing like bronze to challenger like streams will get a new account, and if they like lose a few games, like maybe it's unlucky, they get a bunch of AFKs in a row. Instead of trying to fix the MMR on that account, they'll just like get a new account and start over because they're lazy. And it's
Okay,
easier.
because I just see that and I'm like, with math like this, how do I do anything? Because that's what true ELO hell is I'm stuck.
Yeah. Like I think you've heard me talk about Elo Hell is that place where no matter what you do, you can't really influence the game in your favor. You're kind of at the mercy of your teammates, and we all know how that is sometimes.
Right.
So so here I can show you how to carry out a bronze, and I can show you how to beat that math. Because really, here let's take a step back. What are we trying to do? Are you trying to climb? Are you trying to learn the game for fun and just play better? Are you trying to go pro? Like I don't know. What's your goal? What's your end game here?
I I want to play the game for fun, but I want to play it at a, I'm not going to say a high level. I'm not saying I need to be masters, but I want to play it at a higher level
Yeah, sure. Well, good
because
news. Like there's
I don't
only
know.
there's only up to go right now, so like you can
Right.
definitely do that and probably pretty easily, right? If you keep watching the stream, if you keep practicing, you'll just climb because you'll learn information. And a lot of the people you're playing against are like playing on Blackberries in Antarctica with a million ping. So you should be able to stomp them once you get your muscle memory down and like figure out the basics. So like it can definitely help you out. So I'm gonna say like climb to play better, then that's fine, and if you do that enough, eventually you will be masters, but it'll take some time, and different coaches will tell you there's no way in hell like certain people will ever get them. That's bullshit. If you put enough time and effort and concentrate on the important things, you can do it. But it's gonna take you a lot more effort than other people who are just naturals or came from Dota or StarCraft or something and already have a lot of the tools. So again, depends how motivated you are. Is that fair?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, cool. So like here we have a lot to talk about. Is this good? Like, is there anything else you want to talk through? And we can talk through this for like 5-10 minutes, and we'll watch your video. Is that fair?
Yeah, no, that's more than fair. And I say Nocturne because I'm pretty much one tricking Nocturne right now, and that's who
Cool.
I'm doing most of my climbing with.
First of all, that's what I would recommend. Like here, let's start here, since you're worried about climbing and stuff. Hey, Tiaxity! I'm sure I said your name 100% correct. Thank you for the follow, and I effing love you. All right, so let's start up here though. How to carry out a bronze. First and foremost, Nocturne is a fantastic example of a champion you should play. Why do you think that is? I'm going to ask you. This is how I coach, by the way. I ask questions. If you don't know, that's fine. And then we talk about it. But I try to get your opinion. Why do you think he's good?
Um, I find that when it's successful, it's because a lot of people just don't know what to do against him because they don't see him often enough.
So that's actually kind of cool. One thing that's nice is play a champ that's never banned. Have you ever seen Nocturne banned ever?
Twice in a year.
Twice in a year. Okay, sure. That's why I used to play Sejuani. She used to be the weakest champion ever, never banned. Now since the changes, it's like, thanks, Riot. But, sure, play that. Okay. Reason for play a champ that's never banned, it's never banned. Cool. You get to practice it every game. Second, people don't know what to do against it. Right? Like you probably see like Lee Sin every other game, but when's the last time you played against a Nocturne, especially if you're playing it? Like you probably don't know how to play against it necessarily. Okay, so that's really good. Okay, why else is he good?
His effect on lanes.
What do you mean?
His ult dive for ganks and stuff like that. When I go to affect a lane, it's almost instant as from pretty good distance. I don't have to like lane gank. I don't have to try to sneak in. I just kind of pop in, and I got a pretty much instantaneous effect.
I'm gonna call him easy. Some people might be mad at me, but like mechanically, it's not too challenging to click R, right? And then maybe Q,
Right.
maybe put your E on. Like the only hard things with like Nocturne are maybe you flash to follow somebody's flash and keep your E tether, your fear tether. Maybe you pop your W at the right time to get that spell shield on a skill shot, something like that, right?
Right.
But for the most part, it's like, oh, you screwed up, R, Q, dead. A couple autos, whatever. Easy to do the things, I'll call it. All right, what else? Why else is he good? Here, and let's say I want two more things, but you gave me an extra one that I liked.
I don't know. Pretty much those are the main reasons why I play them. But I don't know what other ones you're looking for.
All right, sure, and I can talk through it here. Let me explain to my new friend how coaching works. So the way you get coaching is a couple ways. You can give me money on Patreon. I think like $10 gets you a lesson, $20 gets you a lesson every month. You can do what our friend Sean here did and just watch the stream a bunch. And as you watch every minute, you earn some Gun Day show tickets, and you get 3,000 of those. So like I don't know, a week or two of watching. You can just cash them in for a free coaching session. That's what Sean did. Or you can write me a sob story and explain why you desperately need coaching. And if it makes me laugh, I will coach you just because that's who I am. So you got 3 ways you can do it if you want that. All right. Yeah, it's Noble Jim, not your side chick, who we are coaching tonight. You finally cashed in. Noble Sean, indeed. King Chandler. But all right. So we couldn't come up with the last two. So you kind of mentioned it. It's easy to do the things. You just click R and punish people. The thing I really like about Nocturne is he does damage.
Okay.
I mean, pretty straightforward, right?
Yep.
If you want to climb out of bronze, you can do it as like a utility support. You sure can. It's a lot easier if you do damage, though. Like if you murder the enemy team, they aren't doing any of the things because they're dead. They're just staring at their gray screen simulator, right?
The best CC.
Yeah. The best CC is death. So Nocturne's great because he can sure do that. He can take out whoever the most fed person is on the enemy team and murder them. Another reason I like him. Okay, so thinking about that, why else is Nocturne really, really good? What's unique about him? I'll give you a hint. It has to do with his ult.
Is the darkness?
Oh, the darkness makes people poop themselves too. So you kind of mentioned about the pressure and stuff, right?
Right.
But what happens after the darkness falls?
Um, that's when death happens.
Well, sure, but well, it's when death happens. Well, you mentioned it earlier. Why is his ult so good in your opinion? We said it was easy, right? You don't have to like lane gank or anything like that. You just kind of click the button.
It's almost instantaneous. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the darkness falls, and then all of a sudden you're just on them.
Yeah, so here's why it's good. It's a global ultimate, right? You don't have to be right next to him. Like if we're looking on the
Right.
map, you're this blue jay. Your ult, depending on what rank, is like a circle here, and then it gets bigger, right, as you level it up, right?
Right.
Something kind of like that. So what's cool about this is you can actually gank 2 lanes at once. As weird as that sounds, like let's say you hop over the blast cone bot and you murder the AD carry and support who are up too far of like 100 health because they're dumb. Great, you killed them, and then you notice that mid is fighting, and then you just walk up here and darkness, and now you're in 2 places at once. You've literally impacted 2 lanes in 30 seconds. That's
Right.
the thing you can do. There are other junglers like Pantheon that can do that as well, right? So what's cool about that is you can do a bunch of things that other junglers can't. You can pressure multiple lanes. You can split push, which is a really effective strategy until like diamond. Like you have all these tools that your global ultimate gives you. So this is really, really good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you're doing damage, great. This is awesome because you don't have to have perfect positioning and movement. You don't have to be tracking the enemy jungle perfectly. You just have to like have your ult up, right? So that's a little bit easier. It's a little less thinking. There's a little more room for error. And then you can do these tactics where you are pushing a lane and it doesn't matter if your team picks a bad fight because like you said, you click a button, you're there. And also the enemy team poops themselves because darkness.
Right.
Like I think even when I play Nocturne, I click that R, like a little bit squirts out from time to time. Like not trying to be gross, it's just scary, Like I'm a man, I can admit it. So I don't know. Like any champion that has that kind of nasty pressure, like Evelyn is a good example. The jump scare champions, right? Like
Right.
like there are certain people that have like anxiety and stuff, and those champions just kind of get on them. They like rack at their nerves. They play differently. They start freaking out after 1 or 2 ganks, and they're like, ugh. So that kind of thing is super good. Less important for carrying out a bronze, but just fun to talk about. So all this is really good. What you want to do, really, like this is important. This is why it's good to actually play Nocturne. But what you want to do is just focus on farming and waiting for idiots to make mistakes. So like let me ask you, like think about your team, think about the enemy team you played, and we'll watch this game and I'll point out every mistake, every opportunity if you want. But how many times do you actually get like good players on your team? Like if you had to guess a percent, like 50%, 75, 100?
20.
20. Okay, 20. How many times does it feel like the enemy team has good players?
Does it feel like it? 80.
80? Oh no. But probably realistically, like if we did that Excel spreadsheet exercise, 20 or something, right?
Right.
What I'm saying is you don't need to do these fancy, like flashy plays where you're tower diving and getting out with like 1 health. Just wait for the idiots on the enemy team to make a mistake and click R. You picking up what I'm laying down?
Yeah.
Like they're gonna get impatient. So just farm up. And with Nocturne, you just farm your jungle. You have one of the faster clears in the jungle. And then whenever someone overextends, just go murder them. Take a tower, then go back to farming until your ult is up and do it again. Just do that over and over and over and over and over and over again.
I try to tell people that now in Champ Select. I'm like, look, I farmed to 6.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Don't talk like Last Shadow, one of my favorite coaches. You know, like I think he's one of the people I've been sub to for like almost 2 years. You know, he is fantastically horrible with his advice. What he recommends is, okay, if you're a zookeeper, you know, and you're going in to like feed a banana to the gorilla or whatever, do you talk to the gorilla? Like you're both on the same team. You're on Team Zoo, right? But I mean, do you try to have a conversation with the gorilla?
Right.
Are you kind of like getting at what he's saying? No, you get in, you give him the banana, you get out, right? You know, and I'm sure that's being racist to gorillas. I'm sure they eat more than bananas and stuff. But his metaphor is you don't talk to the animals because it might piss them off. And if they're pissed off, they're not going to be doing their animal things. They're going to be ripping your head off. And if they're ripping your head off, you're probably not having a good time. You're probably not winning. You're probably not climbing. So you can try explaining your next level Nocturne mechanics and theory and farming routes to your teammates in Bronze 4, Bronze 5, solo queue, pre-champ select chat. You can definitely do that if that's your thing, if that's what you're into. I mean, I would personally just get in, do your job, get out, and then that'll be how you climb, okay?
All right.
Make sense?
Yep.
Focus on this. This right here. This is all you need to do. No one in Bronze knows how to farm. If you look at CS numbers here, we'll look in your game. We'll look at 5 minutes. We'll look at 10 minutes. We'll look at 20 minutes. And then I want you to tell me who the best players are on either team. But this is the #1 way to climb. Just do this, okay?
Okay.
So your decision making in the jungle, and I know we said we're going to learn stuff that's kind of obvious, so I'm going to go down here. Is going to be based on this. This right here is your bread and butter until like you climb a little, until you get to silver, until you get to gold, something like that. And this will still work. This is like just a fundamental thing that you need to do.
Right.
So all the decision making we're going to look at is going to be around, okay, how can we do this better? Okay, let me ask you one more question, then we'll actually watch your game, okay?
Okay.
When is Nocturne the strongest?
When his ult's up.
When his ult's up. Okay, when is his ult first up?
6.
6. Okay, so what do you think you want to do?
Be ready to gank at 6.
Be ready to gank at 6. Okay, how quickly would you like to hit 6? Fast, slow? Take your time? As soon as possible. Okay. Decision making in the jungle with Nocturne is all about farming your 6 as soon as possible. Rushing cooldown reduction. Why cooldown reduction?
So that way I get it more often.
Yeah, so that way your ult is up more often. Because every time your ult is up, you want to look for that one idiot who's overextending, and I guarantee there will be 3 of them on the enemy team, and then you murder them. And then it'll be up again in 60 seconds, and you do it again. And then eventually they will give up because they are sick of the darkness making them poop their pants. You know, because the screen goes black, then it goes gray, and it just keeps happening. You know, it's like there's a bug or something. So every decision we're going to be looking at is going to be just around farming and getting items that'll let you make the enemy team poop themselves as much as possible. I mean, pretty straightforward, right?
Right.
Okay, no, it's not rocket science down in Bronze. It's like that's all you need to do. And you do that, you'll be fine. And eventually what'll happen is you'll climb up to a point where that doesn't work, you know, around plat. Maybe. And then you'll still have a good time, probably. Cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Makes sense.
So let's actually watch this game. Again, do you mind if I share it with the denizens of Twitch?
No, that's fine.
All right, we're going to do this. We're going to watch a Nocturne game. This is around Bronze 4, you guys. I'm very excited to watch. I'm going to play it on double speed. What I've noticed, Sean, is that if I try to screen share this, and you're watching YouTube while I'm broadcasting a TV show through my updated Windows 10 and shitty Comcast internet, that you're probably not going to be able to see it. So you might want to open this up and we can synchronize watches eventually. And then like you might be a second or 2 behind, but then you'll at least be able to see what I'm watching. Does that make sense?
I've actually got it ready to go on double speed as we speak.
All right, cool. First thing I want to do, this is kind of important, kind of not so important down in Bronze, but this is your team. There's you. You're the Nocturne. This is them. what I usually have my students do is break down, okay, like what does their team want to do? What does your team want to do? But because we're already like 30 minutes in, I kind of want to like actually watch your game. I want to kind of dumb it down a little, okay? Because I'm going to assume these guys are just going to ARAM mid and they're not going to team fight properly. They're just going to kind of use their abilities randomly. So I want you to tell me if you could pick any one of these guys to murder whenever your ult's up, which one would you want to do and why? And there might be multiple right answers. I don't know.
Oh, who would I want to take out and why?
Mhm.
Well, number one is the Ezreal, just because his damage ability and his global ult is those always just bother me. The number two is Kha'Zix
Oh, wait, wait,
because
wait. You want to just kill the guy because he looked at you funny? Because he bugs you?
well, no, I mean just Ezreal in general because like the global ult and steals and stupid things that he can do with damage that bothers me.
Okay, well, here, global ult. Who else has a global ult on the enemy team?
TF.
Twisted Fate. Who else?
Galio.
Galio. Who else?
Well, Lux is
Yeah,
mostly.
Lux's ult is pretty global too. So like why are you being racist to Ezreal, man? Like do you not like
Because Ezreal's
beautiful
ult
blonde
will
people?
well, Galio, the only one that's truly global, I think, is Ezreal, where that
Uh-huh.
can go from one end to the other.
Yeah, sure. Well, Twisted Fate, he can see everyone. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Okay, but what I'm getting at is I don't think that's the best reason because there's four globals. Also, like, what ability does Ezreal have that can ruin your day? Like,
His dash.
he has his blink, right? It's not a dash. He like teleports like about a flash away, right? So if you jump on him and he hasn't burned that cooldown, what's he gonna do if he's not a dummy?
As soon as I hit him with the ult, then he's gonna blink and get out of my.
Yeah, and maybe you flash after him. What's he gonna do after he blinks?
Flash.
Yeah, he's gonna flash. Then what do?
Not much.
Yeah, you probably just die and look dumb and spam your mastery mode and then are sad, right?
Right.
So so when I see the Ezreal and you're like, I want to get him because he has a global ult and he's stupid. My brain is thinking not the best reasons. He is probably one of the harder targets to gank out of all these people and murder.
Well, yes, who I wanted to. I mean, I've just
Sure.
had more of this team comp. I've had more problems with
Ah,
Ezreal's. So
yeah. Let me rephrase. You probably do have problems with Ezreal because he's hard for your champion to murder. Let me rephrase. If you want to win, which one of these guys do you want to murder over and over again?
Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix. Okay, so let's talk about Kha'Zix. Do you want to 1v1 him? Let's start there.
No, because with his passive, he does more damage to me than I do to him.
He does more damage. Is your team going to be able to follow up easily if you ult in and just jump on him from halfway across the map?
No,
Probably
but
not.
typically if I'm going for the Kha'Zix, I'm doing it as a counter jungle, so I'll have another teammate there.
Yeah, so I think you mean counter gank, like he's
I'm
ganking
counter
your
gank.
team or something, then you jump in. That's fine. But I'm just saying right now, if you're trying to pick off one person, just one person over and over and over again, Kha'Zix probably not the best if you're going to like 1v1, just jump on him and all. For a couple of reasons. One of them is his passive, when you're isolated, makes him do extra damage. What's another reason? Kind of similar to the reason you don't want to go after Ezreal.
His jump.
His jump. So what's he going to do if he's not a dummy? Like if you're stronger than him, what's he going to do?
And he's gonna jump away as soon as I hit him,
Yeah,
and
or he's
then
going to
he's
go
gonna splash.
invisible or something. Maybe he feels it out. Maybe he can go back in. Maybe Twisted Fate ults. Maybe Galio has time to ult while you're chasing him down. Probably not going to be the best, right? Okay, so not Ezreal, not Kha'Zix.
So TF.
TF. Okay, why TF?
He's not got the mobility. The only thing he's got really in defense is yellow card to stop me if I ult him.
Yeah. So what happens if he throws his yellow card at you? What do?
W.
Yeah, click W while it's in the air. Okay, can he do anything to stop you?
Nope.
No. So what does he do?
Dies.
Yeah, he dies. Okay, so why would it also be a good reason to gank TF? Well, what happens if you gank TF? What can he not do? We talked about the Kha'Zix. You jump on the Kha'Zix, he jumps away. What happens to you?
I get left behind.
You get left behind, and then the enemy team, who, counting Ezreal, Lux, Twisted Fate, and Galio, how many global ultimates do they have? And I know I'm counting global as like halfway across the screen, but what do you think is probably going to happen if you go for the Kha'Zix, right?
then I got 4 global ults coming that can come at me. As opposed to if I go after TF, then he can't do that because
Yeah, he can't global alt to come save himself because he's dead, right?
right,
So like Twisted Fate would be a fantastic thing because he doesn't have blinks or dashes or jumps or any of those stupid abilities that make it so that you can't throw your giant praying mantis arm Scythe thing in his face and end his life. He just has flash, and if he flashes, you can always flash or you land your Q and just follow him, right? So,
right.
and then if he gold cards, which, like you said, is like his only sure CC, whoa, what ability do you use? Your W, right? Your spell shield, and then you're good. Make
That makes
sense?
sense.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Who else? Twisted Fate is a good one. I like him. I don't like the Ezra. I don't like the Kazakhs because they're just going to blink away and then you're going to look down and probably die. What about Galio? Would he be good?
The problem with Galio is the tankiness. I mean, yeah, it does work because he can't give somebody else the damage reduction, but at the same time, he's usually so tanky that
Yeah.
even though I can do the damage, I can't do that much burst.
Yeah, he does have a global. So you're saying like if you gank him, he can't use his global. Well, actually, if someone's nearby, he can actually ult to them to get away. As weird as
Right.
that sounds. So he might not be a good person to gank because, like you said, he's tanky, so it'll be hard to burst him down. You know, when you jump in and do your full combo, great. He's at half health. Now he has time to turn on you, maybe get a taunt, and then the other globals come in. Or if it's looking really bad, he just clicks R and then jumps to Kha'Zix or something.
Right, and Lux isn't that good either because her slow, her stun. I mean, I can't follow up with her either.
All right, wait. Tell me why Lux wouldn't be good. Her slow,
Well,
her stun. Well, she throws her Q. It's gonna hit you. What do you do?
well, then I W.
Yeah, you W. Okay.
But then she's also got her slow that she can hit me with, so that I just can't keep up with her.
Well, why not? Well, I would just get those slow resistance boots. You know what I mean? Or land your Q because that gives you dramatic speed when you're on it, right?
Right.
I think you can still catch her. Now she has like a shield. Sure, that slow might be annoying if you're running at her in a straight line. That means she can charge her ultimate. But I mean, is she gonna have a lot of damage this game? What do you think?
In bronze, Lux supports is typically carry harder than the ADCs, but
Okay. But I mean, she is a support, right? So let's assume she's not last hitting the minions and stuff, right? Because that'll tilt her AD carry. And they might rage quit and go AFK. A lot of damage compared to like a Lux mid, more or less damage. What do you think?
less damage.
Less damage. So I'm saying like, okay, she throws her E, she slowed you for a second, whatever. Land your Q, follow up. Her ult is just gonna tickle you a little. Maybe you get a maw if you're super worried about it because magic damage, magic damage, magic damage. Like, does she have any escapes?
No.
Not really, right? Like she has no dashes, no blinks. She's just gonna flash away. She has exhaust, which is kind of annoying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm getting at is maybe you wait for her to like use her Q or her E on like your teammates, and then when that's on cooldown, just jump on her, and then she doesn't have escapes and you murder her.
Okay.
So I think if you were gonna gank anybody on this team, who do you think it would be? Like your number one pick, then who's your number two, then who's your number three?
TF1, Lux 2.
Yep.
Follow up with Ezreal.
Yeah, probably just Ezreal because if you can make him blow his E and get away, he's not doing DPS on your team. So those are probably the ones in order. So I would just camp the TF this game if you could. Now maybe he's playing super safe. He does have the double defensive summoners, but I mean, if you gank someone else, he's just going to ult in if he's not completely brain dead, right? So it's less risky if you just gank this guy anyway, over and over and over again. Kind of makes sense?
That makes sense. It's kind of like focusing the Shen top lane so that way he can't stand
you gank the global. You gank the global. But this game, they got 1, 2, 3, 4 globals. So it's like, well, which one do you pick?
Right.
This is actually probably going to be a hard game for you just because you can't do the normal Nocturne stuff. Like normally Nocturne will be split pushing, then he ults into the fight. Well, they have 1, 2 people that can, teleport around the map. They got 2 people with global ultimates. Ezreal has teleport for some reason. That's kind of weird, but he does. So you got to play with it, right?
Right.
Got it. What are you guys talking about? Comedy, nice guy, romantic guy? Oh, holy shit, what is happening in my chat right now?
People getting coached on how to get a girlfriend.
All right, good. I heard girls like confidence, you guys. Try that. But that's just me. I don't know. Okay, so we got this going on. Do you want to actually watch this game? That seems like a good idea, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna share it in chat too, in case anybody wants to watch for reals. There we go. Bloopity blue. All right. So let's do this, and I'm gonna like skip ahead to where the game starts, which is eventually. All right, cool. So it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna pause at 157. Let me know when you're there, and then we'll get rolling. Okay, 157 YouTube time.
I'm on 156. So.
All right, we're gonna do 3, 2, 1, go. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. I like that you're buying really quick. Use the different jungle item. Use the talisman.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Mana.
Yeah, for the mana. Why else?
That's the biggest reason I know.
Okay. It's because you actually have a faster clear. You'll do more damage, and you'll stay healthier. It's just better.
Okay.
And Nocturne has a little bit of AoE with his Q, with his passive. So you don't need the machete. Machete is like for only things that can do like damage to one thing and auto attack over and over again. So something like that. It's good that you were guarding for the invade. Good job. Yeah, just do a little bit of damage. Dance around, back off. Cool. I have a question for you. I'm going to pause at 327-ish, okay?
Okay.
What camp do you want to start on Nocturne if you want to hit 6 as quickly as possible?
You should start Raptors.
Yep. Why?
If you want to get fastest, because it's the most XP
Yep.
in the jungle. However, I have had nothing but trouble, like a leash whatsoever. So I just typically start whatever the
homework.
the major buff is
Homework.
on the dual line.
You should be able to clear the jungle on Nocturne without a leash, the entire jungle. Okay? He has one of the easier clears in the game because he has like life steal, he has a buttload of damage. You should be able to clear the jungle all by yourself solo. So don't use like teammates won't leash as an excuse. Teammates are a crutch. They can help you out, they can snowball you a little, but you don't need them. All right?
Okay.
So homework, I want you to work on Nocturne and jungle clear in the practice tool, okay? And I can show you how to do it. I can give you videos of like challenger Nocturne players clearing the jungle. Like if you just Google around, there are these people whose lives is just speed running jungle clears for some reason. No, don't laugh. They are doing the work for you. Be thankful for those idiots. Like those beautiful idiots are saving you hours of optimization time. You know what I mean?
Right.
But watch those YouTube videos, like Google Nocturne jungle clear world record or something. Patch name, 7.10 or whatever. Or Challenger Nocturne jungle clear. I don't know, something like that, right? And just watch what they do. Like watch how they move. Watch how they auto attack and then kite the camp backwards so they're not taking as much damage. Stuff like that, right?
Right.
So again, like there are people that dedicate their lives to this. I don't know why. Like when they die on their deathbed and they tell their grandkids, you know what? I sure made a whole bunch of League of Legends jungle clear videos. That's my legacy, y'all. Like okay. Like if that's you, if that's what you want to do, all right, man. Thank you. I appreciate it because I do not want that to be my legacy. I want to do something else. But because it's out there, because they're doing it, by all means, go for it. Like the speedrunning community is amazing. Like I watched a documentary about this one guy who has played like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time for like 15 years. Every day he is just trying to optimize the speedrun clear just a little bit more. And they're finding all these weird glitches in the games. It's a game that came out when I was like in middle school because I'm old. And there's this one guy who's just playing it every day forever. So
right.
I mean, if they're going to do it anyway, just use their hard work, man. I mean, hopefully someone appreciates it, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
That makes sense.
Cool. Okay, so use that. Practice this. Do the chickens. If you want, we can just go into a custom game real quick. I can just show you how to do it. And it won't be perfect because I haven't played Nocturne in a while, but like it'll be probably better than what we're about to witness here, right? Maybe.
Oh, yeah, probably.
And I don't know. Maybe you'll surprise me. I'll be like, wow, that was perfect. Nothing to do. But the fact that you're telling me you need a leash is like, okay, we're working on this. Okay, so homework number 1. And I'll give you a list of this. Work on your clear and start the chickens 100% of the time. Okay, so why do the chickens give you extra EXP? And stupid questions, stupid answers, just trying to make sure you understand. If you don't know, that's fine.
I don't know the why. I just know that after clearing chickens, you end up at level 2.5.
Ah, yeah. So here, let me show you why. So what's your jungle item name? Hunter's Machete right now. So the Talisman is the one I would recommend. It'll speed up your clear a little more. It'll make it so you're a little healthier. It'll make it so you don't need your teammates to leash. There's a reason I'm recommending it. If you look at this guy, though, right here, I'm still screen sharing, I think, so I think you can see.
Yeah.
But here, I'll read it in a goofy voice for you. Plus 50 bonus experience upon killing large monsters, plus 30 bonus experience on monster kill for each level higher the monster is than you. That second piece right there is why you get the extra experience. What
Right.
level are...
They start out at 2, and I'm at 1.
Exactly. So how many chickens are there?
A whole bunch.
A whole bunch. Sure.
The one big one and the 5 little ones.
Yeah, one big one, 5 little ones. So the big guy, I believe, only gives you 50 bonus experience. And that's like no matter what. The little guys each give you the regular experience they give, and then 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. 30 times 5 is 150, right?
Right.
If you kill all the little chickens before you kill the big one, you hit level 2 before you finish killing the big one. And then you kill the big one, you get an extra 50 bonus experience. Great, right? So that's the reason you want to start the chickens. You get that extra 150 bonus experience. You hit level 3 at camp early, level 4 like 2 camps early. It's really, really good. Another reason that you want to do the chickens first. Can you think of it? And again, it's super simple. You just might not know.
I don't know where you're going.
What's the respawn timer on jungle camps? Do you know those?
Oh, you went through this last night.
Yep.
It used to be like 1:40. Now it's like 2.
It's 2:30. So the little camps, the Krugs, the chickens, the wolves, the Gromp, 2 minutes 30 seconds they respawn. At least in Falcon Rest video when we timed it, right?
Right.
So if you wanted to farm that camp as much as possible, because it has the most gold, it has the most experience, if you fall behind, that's going to give you the catch-up experience. Because let's say the chickens are level 6 and you're level 4. Edge, thank you for the host, buddy. Welcome. We're just coaching some Nocturne jungle. Right now I got hosting music playing in my ear, so give me a second, my friend. Edge, you guys, follow that guy. He knows how to jungle, man. That guy's fun. Plus, he's trying to build a computer, so you should all donate $1 million, plus or minus $1 million, to his stream and help the cause. My 2 cents, take it or leave it. All right, so here, if the chickens are level 6, you are level 4, how much experience is each one of the little chickens giving you?
150 total. I mean,
now, actually, more.
No, it's per level? Oh, yeah,
it's
level.
Per level.
60 for each one.
So, well, you get the regular experience, and then for each level, you get 30, 30.
Another 300. Yeah.
So you get an extra 300 for doing that. So like let's say you fail a gank. You're level 3, enemy jungle is like level 5 or whatever. Is it GG? Surrender at 20?
No.
No, just farm the chickens 2 times. You're caught back up. Right now, jungle experience, comeback experience is one of the most broken mechanics in League of Legends.
Right.
It means you can screw up early, and it doesn't matter as long as you are farming. Now, at the same time, Teapot Brawler, thank you for the follow. At the same time as that guy following, if you are shitting on the enemy jungle, they're not out either because they have the same thing. So, like, if you wanted to stop them from coming back, what camp is the most important for you to counter jungle?
Their chickens.
Their chickens. Like there were a couple games last night I think you were watching. I was playing like Mundo jungle into with the Sejuani, which is a pretty damn good counter. I took her chickens 4 times that game, and I left one little one. Why do I leave the one little one? Again, I'm just testing your knowledge a little.
Because then it doesn't respawn until someone goes in and takes that little one.
So she goes in and takes the little one. So she might get the 60 experience for that, womp womp. But she misses, the other 240 experience, and then the regular experience and the gold. And then the respawn timer, which is pretty freaking long, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, right? Some games are over in 20 minutes. That's like over 10% of the game right there.
Right.
Then that starts taking a little bit later. So you want to control that camp as quickly as possible, and you want to time your route to be right on that chicken camp as soon as it spawns, or the raptors, whatever you want to call it, right? So that's one reason you want to be on it, the extra experience. Second reason, it comes back sooner if you kill it sooner, right? If you start blue, what's the respawn timer on blue? Red has the same one. Do you know?
That one I don't remember.
Is it 2 minutes and 30 seconds?
No, it's longer. It's like
longer.
5?
It's 5 minutes. So another thing I recommend to all of my students is get a sticky note. And here's homework number 2. This will help you, especially if you're playing Nocturne Jungle. Sticky note. I have one like literally right here, just taped to my wall, and you can't see it because green screen magic. But trust me, there are important things written on it. Write stuff you don't know. I mean, just put it there so you don't have to remember. This game changes every 2 weeks, so if it changes, get a new sticky note. Just write down like every camp and the respawns. It's not too bad because everything spawns in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Red and blue spawns in 5 minutes. You can hit tab and just look at the respawn timer. What's dragon? When does that spawn?
First one is the first one at 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't
it's like
remember.
around 3 minutes, maybe 3 minutes and change. I don't know. You can always hit tab, right, and look at it. But it's 6 minutes before it respawns again after you kill it. Baron 7 minutes. Elder Dragon something goofy like 8 or 9 minutes. I don't even remember because I'm spoiled and I can hit tab now thanks to Riot, right?
Right.
So it's not too hard to like just write a sticky note. Like I think I forgot the other day and just had to like go and like time it myself on the YouTube video and waste Falcon Ref's time. So instead, just get a sticky note. Like I wrote this one up after that coaching session because I was embarrassed that I forgot. Now that'll never happen again. Also, like I have summoners on it. I have like here. I actually have 2 monitors. So what I've been doing, I saw Dyrus do this. Where is it? Here. I don't know if you can see this on my screen share, but I have every summoner spell that you see. And then this is if they don't have insight or cooldown reduction boots. This is if they have boots. This is if they have the insight mastery. This is if they have both of them, how long the cooldown is. And that helps me, I don't have to do math. I just like, oh, okay, he doesn't have the mastery. He doesn't have boots. 5 minutes for flash. +5 to, my timer I kept, right?
Right.
So, I mean, you don't have to probably keep track of these in bronze. Like, it'll help you. Like, it's good to know if you're ganking someone if they have flash or not, right? But like, if you don't want to remember this shit, just make this and put it somewhere. Like, I have 2 monitors, so I just put it on my second monitor. Like, I just moved it over there. Or if you're just have a sticky note in a pen, in a wall, do that. Like, mine is on top of my Foxy Shazam poster and it looks like weird goofiness because of green screen. So, like, just do something like that, okay? Then you don't have to remember. Then some awkward internet coach asks you, hey, what's the cooldown? You can just look, and act like you had it memorized, and super, super impressive.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. The ladies love a jungler that knows the timers. There's some more dating advice for the chat since we were interested in that. I heard that from someone. Don't know if it's true or not, but okay. So that's the thing. So homework number 2, get a sticky note, put stuff you don't know. Maybe you have all that shit memorized. I don't know. I don't. So, like, just get a sticky note. Then you don't have to memorize it. If Riot changes everything because they like to change their game, just, crumple it up, spend a penny or whatever sticky notes count, and get a new one. All right, cool?
Cool.
All right, so because those chickens spawn every 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you want to start there, and then you want to plan your route to be right back there. So let's say they spawn at, like, 136. You kill them. It takes 10 seconds. Or let's say 14 seconds to make the math easy. You kill them at 150. When are they coming back? 150 plus 2 minutes and 30 seconds is show me potato salad. What do you think?
420.
420. Okay, so you want to be walking towards the chickens and there right at 420 blaze it when they're going to respawn, right?
Yep.
Got it?
Yep, that makes sense.
All right, cool. So a little bit of a critique. I'm going to start the game again. We're at 3:29 YouTube time. We're on double speed. Let me know when you're ready and we'll 3, 2, 1, go, okay?
Ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. So right now, I don't like that you don't have the talisman. It's kind of fine because you're starting blue, but, it's pretty whatever. Like, you'll be a little bit healthier if you actually have blue or talisman. I like that you're doing the wolves here. This is fine. I like that you're killing the little guys first. That's actually pretty good. A lot of people don't do it. One thing I'm noticing, you're not kiting the camp at all. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I know I'm not good at that.
No worries. Okay, why are you doing red? Why are you skipping your chickens?
I've gotten in the habit of doing buff wolves buff and at least looking early.
Uh-huh.
But like I went to Krug's here because I looked at my lanes and I didn't have.
Yeah, sure.
It looked like I had an opportunity to do a whole lot, so I just kept up with the farm instead.
All right, I'm at 5:15. I'm going to pause, okay? So what camp did we say was the most important camp for champions that want to farm and get to 6 as quickly as possible?
Chickens.
Chickens. What camp did you not do at all?
Chickens.
Yeah, so obvious mistakes, right?
Right.
Do you see how low you are?
Yep.
Start talisman. That'll help. like here, let me pull it up again. Talisman of Ascension, I think it's called. I don't know. I don't know the name.
Hunter's Talisman.
Hunter's Talisman or something. Thank you. That's like from another game. So you get 150 mana regen, so you don't have to worry if they counter your blue or whatever. And then this right here, this tooth shit. Damaging a monster applies health drain, which deals 25 magic damage over 5 seconds. That speeds up your clear while restoring as much health. So think of it this way. How many chickens are there? 6, right?
6.
If you land your Q or your passive on all of them, how much health are you getting back from just having this item?
25 times 6, 150.
Yeah. So 150 health back just because you auto-attacked in the middle of them.
Right.
Seem good?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, let's look at Hunter's Machete. 10% lifesteal. All right, lifesteal, right? How does that shit work? Versus monsters. Do you know the mechanic there?
10% of the damage that I do comes back to me.
Yeah, physical damage, right? And
right.
So sure. What on your kit does physical damage?
Most everything I do is AD.
No, actually. So here, your spell shield, AD.
Well, yeah, as far as damage, I mean, but my Q does. My Q is AD.
Your Q is AD. Yep.
My auto attacks are AD. I thought
auto attacks are AD. Is your E AD?
I thought it was.
Nope. AP, magic damage.
Oh yeah.
And then your ult is AD too, but are you gonna be ulting the chickens? Probably not. I don't even think you can, right?
No.
Yeah. So it's your Q, it's your auto attack. So let's look at this, right? We're in your game. You see this down here, this little like red axe thing?
Yeah.
How much? That's how much your auto attack is doing each one, right? So what does it say? 67. What's 10% of 67?
6.7.
6.7. That's how much you are healing per auto attack. How much do you think your Q does?
I don't know at that point.
Yeah, here I don't know either. I don't have Nocturne memorized. Usually I just look and see how much it does. I'm like, okay, it does that much. But here,
right.
Let's look at it. But what I'm getting at is 10% of this shit isn't as much as 150 for like doing nothing.
Right.
So your Q at rank 1 does 60 damage. What's 10% of 60?
6.
6. Okay, so let's say you hit all 6 chickens with this. How much is the machete going to give you back? 6 times 6 is how much?
36.
36.
As opposed to 150.
And so as you auto attack, you're getting the health back too. As you use your passive, you're getting the health back. As you use your Q, you're getting the health back. So what I'm trying to say is, do you see how you have 200 health left and you haven't even done a full clear?
Yeah.
Start Talisman. You see why?
Yeah, it can all be at half health or 2/3 health or whatever.
You should be full health if you are like kiting the camps around. And what I mean by that is like you auto attack, then you move back. You auto attack, you move back. You auto attack, you move back. That means the buff doesn't think of like the enemy camps. They are just really dumb champions with one spell, and that spell is auto attack, right?
Right.
So they have to be in range to auto attack. It has a pretty short cooldown, so they auto attack, and then they look to auto attack again as soon as they're in range, right? Well, you have the same kind of thing going on. Your auto attack is on a cooldown too, and it's your attack speed, right? So if you auto attack, you're on cooldown. What could you be doing while you're on cooldown? Kiting. So you walk backwards. So you right click, walk backwards, right click away. Your auto attack comes back up. You go back in, hit the guy. You'll take less damage over time. That'll allow your talisman to heal more damage over time. That'll speed up your clear. You'll be full health. So I want you to work on that when you do your Nocturne practice tool, okay?
Okay.
So make sure your build is right. And here, we'll put that as a sub piece, right? Talisman. And also you don't want to run out of mana on Nocturne in case like a Lee Sin or something tries to murder you. Kiting, okay? And I can work with you. We can go in one-on-one jungle clear right now if you want, but it sounds like you get it. So if I'm beating a dead horse, whatever.
No, I understand.
All right, makes sense?
Yep.
All right, other homework, pathing. I want you to start chickens every flippin' game. I'm trying to save this for some reason. Seems weird, but just because you're playing Nocturne, when did we say he is the strongest?
6.
6. How do you get to 6 the fastest?
Chickens.
Because they have the shortest respawn time and the most golden experience out of all the camps, right? Blue's nice, red is nice, but really you don't need them. There used to be a fast 6 clear where you would do all the little camps, buy, come back to the chickens, and then do a full clear. As weird as that sounds, and I think it still works, but you only get to like level 5 unless you have experience quints and some weird math bullshit going on in the background.
Okay.
So like you could do something like that, but like if you just do this, you should be just fine. And then the enemy jungler will try to do something stupid, and you can counter jungle him and get extra farm that way. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, someone is saying also, I'm fairly sure knock passive is magic damage. Could be mistaken. Here, let's see. I don't know. There's this great new website called google.com. I'm a big fan of it. Not sure it's going to catch on. Let's check it out. Umbra Blade is Nocturne's basic attack is periodically enhanced, dealing 120% AD physical damage to his target and surrounding enemies and healing himself for just flat amount plus 15% of AP, which is weird. You know, so like Riot wants you to build items like Rage Blade on him for some reason. Not sure why. But this does physical damage. The talisman doesn't care. Like if you get that talisman item, magic damage, physical damage, it's whatever. As long as you're doing damage, you're healing for that 25 health over 5 seconds. Okay?
Right.
So it doesn't really matter. And I'm just talking to the person in the chat right now. But okay, going back to this. That is the first mistake I'm seeing, my friend. If you build correctly, you should be good. And you should be able to clear the full jungle and be like full health. Make sense?
Yep.
What runes are you running on him?
Where is it?
Yeah, do you mind linking in Twitch chat?
Right.
Hey, what's up, Taco? Thanks for the host the other night, buddy. All right, cool. So there's your op.gg. She can start blue, she can start red, she can start chicken, she can start wherever, man. All right, so if I look at your runes, which page am I looking at? The jungle one?
Yeah, the straight jungle one.
All right, yeah, this is fine. I would recommend getting the scaling magic resist on your glyphs if you're going to go magic resist. Really, really good for Nocturne. Get 6 scaling CDR and then 3 scaling magic resist. The 6 scaling CDR will give you 10% at level 18, right? So you only have to get like a warrior and a black cleaver or a warrior and a triforce, and then you're at 40% CDR. And then blue buff will hold you over until this levels up all the way. The attack speed is fine because that makes your passive go off more. Some people like taking lethality here and AD here, but this is fine. This is good. Flat armor is fine on them too. So this is fine. I would tweak your glyphs here though. I would get scaling CDR, 6 of them, and I would get scaling magic resist if you can. And if you don't have those, I think Riot's doing like a double IP weekend soon. So I would just buy like an experience boost, give them like $5 or whatever, or an IP boost rather.
I've got like 8,000 IP right now.
Oh, that might be enough. You might just be able to get them. But I would just do that. Okay. So here, we'll give you more homework. Fix your runes. 6 times scaling CDR, 3 times scaling MR. Magic resist. So why is the scaling magic resist better than flat? What do you think?
Because you don't need as much at the beginning of the game. I mean, for what he's doing, especially at the beginning of the game, if it's lower, it's not that big a problem. But at 18, when everybody else is scaled up too, then I'm gonna be beefier.
Yeah, exactly. Think of it this way: how much magic damage are you gonna run into in the jungle?
Not a whole lot.
Do the camps do magic damage or physical damage?
I think it's all physical, isn't it?
Yeah, all physical. So is the magic resist doing anything?
Nope.
How many champions did you run into while you were jungle clearing?
Very few.
0, right? Now maybe it's a Nidalee or a Elise or an Evelyn, someone that's gonna mess with you. You can make an argument for taking them. But generally, what you want is the scaling ones because level 6 onwards, they give you more stats than the flat ones, right? The flat ones are like for early laning, but since you're not laning, you're jungling, and you're just going to be power farming anyway. Like no need, right?
Right.
Kind of makes sense.
Oh yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, so no reason to have them. If you're playing lane Nocturne, sure, go for it. But that page is called Jungle, so I'm assuming it's your jungle page.
Yeah, it's my jungle page.
All right, so just take scaling. It's just because like, do you want more stats or less stats, right? Like that's the argument. I'm assuming you're not a dummy, so you want more, right? So there you go.
Yeah.
New Sejuani or old Sejuani? I actually like old Sejuani better, but at the same time, new Sejuani can actually win games. So it's a tough call, Nick. It's a tough call. All right, so here we already got 4 things to work on. And they're super basic things, right? Like nothing too crazy, right? But this will make you better. All right,
That's what we
ready to
want.
watch?
Yes.
All right. Actually, right now, let's look at the mini map. We're at 5:16 YouTube time, 3:23 game time. Anybody gankable? What do you think?
Galio's close to being gankable, as I'm stupid low. So
Well, let's say you fix your runes. You know, you have talisman. You kite a little bit better. You pop your health potions actually earlier in the clear, so you're full health. You're full health, full mana. You're probably level 4 because you just did a full clear, and you're same spot
then right now Galio.
right now. Are you sure? Do you want to know anything else about him?
I don't know his health or anything else because I didn't look because of the situation I'm in here. But
Yeah.
I've checked him.
Yeah, sure. You're
But
focusing
because
on
he's
your
so far
clear.
pushed in, he's positionally.
Yeah, I agree. His position is super shitty. Like you could go and probably punish him, and then Jax. Like I'm looking above the mini map down here. He's full health, full mana, right? So he can probably hit level 3 soon. Then he can jump and stun. When he has his stun, you could be channeling your fear. Maybe you can make him like run away and flee into tower or something stupid. Like, yeah, you guys can probably kill him right now. Now, if he's half health, it's like, oh, let's just go do it. If he's full health, it's like, maybe Kha'Zix is around. I don't know. But one of the things you wanted to work on was decision making, right? So, like right here, you can't even make a decision because your clear is so bad, which is why we're focusing on your clear, right? Because
Right.
you got to like get those fundamentals down so that you can actually play League of Legends. So, talisman, work on your clear, get your runes right. Will help you clear the jungle a little bit faster. Another thing that'll speed up your clear a little, if you get flat 80 marks and keep your attack speed quints, like that might be better too. I don't know if you have those.
I think I do.
All right, try that out. See if you like it. You should have like a 5-second faster clear if you do that. Okay.
Yep.
But if you do that, fix all that shit. You can actually make decisions like, hey, do I want to gank right now versus I need to back so I don't give a Galio double buffs. You know what I mean?
Yep, most definitely.
All right, cool. So fix that shit first because it's hard to tell if you're good or bad because you're obviously smart for not ganking right now. But again, if you did the other stuff, then you could actually choose to be dumb or smart, if that makes sense.
Right. Right.
Why your jungle item first?
I only go that far with the jungle item first, typically, because I go blue smite, and after I ult in, if I don't have enough burst to get somebody, then I can slow them and keep them in place.
Yeah, I like the blue smite for those reasons, especially since they're dashy. I like that you're paying attention and going to counter gank. Good job. Hey, we get a kill. Nice. Good job. Good awareness. Do this though. Here, I'm gonna pause. Don't finish your jungle item first. I do it on a few of the tanks I play because they have a shitty time clearing the jungle, and I'm usually going Cinderhawk tanks because that's just what I like playing. But on Nocturne, it's actually better and speeds up your clear if you just sit on your talisman for a while because you get the same amount of bonus experience if you just sit on talisman versus finishing half your jungle item versus having the full jungle item. And then you start finishing the AD part of this jungle item. So your 2 long swords or the thing that builds out of them that gives you 10% CDR that I can't remember the name because I'm boosted. Start building that. Why do you think that would be better?
The more burst?
Yeah, more burst, more combat stats. Like jungle item, all this does is give you 40 damage if you actually smite. And then that gank, you didn't even use it. So it's like, why get it if you're going to forget to use the active? Also, the AD makes every one of your abilities stronger because your W speeds up your attack speed. You passively get that. Your E, it scales of AP, but when they're feared, you get more auto attacks in. They're easier to land another Q, so it makes those abilities stronger. Your ult does more damage. You're closer to getting cooldown reduction, which means more ults, right?
Right.
Am I beating the horse to death? Does it make sense?
No, you totally makes sense.
Okay, so fix your build. Don't build this first. This is like if you don't have enough gold to build anything else. Do that.
Okay.
All right, so I'm at like 6:30 right now. I paused. Sorry. Let me know when you're around and we can get back to it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 6:32. So.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So what are you thinking now? Just doing the old scuttle here.
Doing a scuttle, get some extra vision, but coming back around because I know that he's sitting there waiting on.
Yeah, and he just jumps away, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I like that you're going for this. Really risky, but this is kind of nice. Yeah, and then smite it. Take that shit. Yeah, whatever. Like you're very scared to use your smite. That's another reason I'm like, just don't do this. Okay, I'm gonna pause at 7:40. What could you have done instead of backing?
That's 7:40. Look bot lane.
All right. What do you think? Is bot lane a good idea or a bad idea to gank right now?
Well,
And why?
that was just actually an automatic answer. Bot lane is backing right now, so that's why I didn't go bot lane.
Okay. Well, let's say you went there. You were spamming pings. You're like, stay. Let's fight. What do you think? Good idea? Bad idea? Let's talk about it.
I think it's actually a good idea. It's not a bad idea because I know about where Kha'Zix is at the worst case scenario. Then we both go down together and it's a 3-on-3.
Okay. Do you think you win that 3-on-3 based on the information you can see right now on the screen?
No, because Zyra and Zaya are both stupid low.
Yeah, they're out of health, out of mana, right? So are they gonna be able to do anything if you go down there and gank right now?
Not really.
How much mana do you have?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, so I think you have enough for 1 Q.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, so bot lane, good idea, bad idea?
Bad.
Okay, what else do you care about?
Dragon.
I mean, maybe, but like, is there anyone else in the game that might ruin your day if you gank bot right now?
Kha'Zix, TF.
Yeah, TF is more who I'm thinking about. You know about where Kha'Zix is. You said like, okay, probably gonna be a 3-on-3 bot. Well, it's really like a 1.2 right now because those guys are both 2 auto attacks away from dying.
Right.
Verse 3. So don't want to go because of Kha'Zix. What level is Twisted Fate? Do we know?
He's going 4 or 5. He's going to be about where Karma is.
Yeah, 4 or 5. But I don't know. Maybe he has experience quints or something. Well, what could you do if you wanted to find out if he had his ult?
Tab.
And just look, right, with your eyes.
Yep.
And maybe Karma's about to hit 6. I don't know. So just because she's 5 now doesn't mean, she's not going to be 6 soon. So you got to worry about that too. What else do you have to worry about?
Galio.
Yeah, why Galio?
Because he has a pretty global ult. If he hits 6, and I know they're pretty close.
Can his global reach right now?
No, but he could make a bad day for mid lane.
You can make a bad day for mid lane. There's actually you have to worry about Galio bot for another reason.
Teleport.
Teleport. He could teleport to his team's tower and then ult to them. That's a thing he could do, right? If he hits 6, he could just teleport to a ward or a minion in the middle of your gank and ruin your day there too.
Right.
So right now there's like 1, 2, Kha'Zix is 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Your mana reasons why it's not a good idea to gank bot lane. Do you see it?
Right.
So again, going back to decision making, the way I like to think about like if I'm going to gank or whatever, like the evaluating is I try to simplify it. I think about it like this. 100%, if I go bot right now, it's a sure thing. I know I'm going to kill them, right? Sure thing. Get the stuff, do the things. 50%, it's a coin flip. Maybe I get it, maybe I don't, And usually that one's like, okay, if I don't get it, do bad things happen? Maybe I don't do that one. Okay, if I coin flip, do I get it? Do good things happen? Okay, maybe I risk it. Okay, you kind of think like that. Right. And then the last one, 0%. So this is the way my mindset works. So if you had to guess, ganking bot lane, which one do you think this would fall into?
It boosted.
Yeah, boosted. 0%. There's no way in hell that's going to be a good idea, right? You're going to bait your teammates into staying. They're all going to die. You're going to lose the first tower, the dragon. Kha'Zix is going to invade your entire jungle. And then you're going to be set.
Right.
So we're not going to do that. Okay, so from now on, when I talk about decisions, I'm going to pause this. I want you to tell me, okay, this is 100%, this is a 50, this is a 0, or this is a good, this is a coin flip, this is a boosted. Make sense?
Okay.
This will just simplify things, and I'm trying to simplify because you need to do this quickly, right? Like League of Legends is a fast game, so right now you need to be like pathing and like, okay, do I want to gate bot? 0%. Okay, no. Okay, do I want to gate mid? No one's there. I'm out of mana. No. Stuff like that, right? Okay, so what's something you could do now that is actually better than recalling?
Farming.
Farming. Okay, what would you farm?
Well, Gromp's up, Wolves are up.
Sure.
If I wanted to be ambitious, I could go across the other side, get Krugs, but I should back.
Yeah, and when are your chickens back up?
Well,
yeah.
I don't know what time.
Well, I don't know. So one thing you want to start doing, and here we put this in the homework. Just do this to start. Like I try to time all my jungle routes, but that's kind of hard. So when you do the chickens at 2:30, just type it in chat. Be like chickens, whatever. Like if you finish it at 150, chickens 420. You kill them at 4:30. Chickens 2:30 plus 4:30 is what, 7 minutes? Yeah, 7 minutes. Yeah. Just do that. Your teammates will think you're crazy. Just mute them, whatever. Then just try to be right on the chickens over and over. So work on this. It'll make you really good at pathing, even though it sounds stupid. Okay. Makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, right now, because your job is to farm, the best decision is Gromp Wolves. Chickens might be back up, and then do your Krugs. And and you have both smites, so it's not like you're gonna worry about dying. You have all those attack speed runes, right?
Right.
So I would just do that because right now it's like 6 minutes and you're level 4. You should be like level 6 right now, or close to it, because you got to kill too. Makes sense.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna play. I'm at 740. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's see what you buy. No. All right, why is this bad?
Why not? I don't know. Why not the extra damage in the boots?
Okay, why attack speed over warrior?
Honestly, it's because that's something that when I first started playing him, it had come up, and I don't know. I haven't changed it.
Okay, no worries. Here, let's talk through it real quick, okay? And I like that you're farming here. I'm going to pause at 850-ish, all right?
Okay.
All right. What's the attack speed one called? Blood Razor or something?
Yeah.
Blood Razor. Razors of blood. So we look at this. What does it give you? 50% attack speed. Do you like attack speed as Nocturne?
Yeah.
I mean, sure. It's not bad. And then basic attacks deal 4% of the target's maximum health as bonus physical damage on hit, capped at 75 damage against minions and monsters. Seems pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what were the things that we said we wanted to get on Nocturne?
CDR.
Cooldown reduction, and what else?
All of this damage.
I mean, experience, right? Because like you wanted to get your ult and you wanted to get cooldown reduction, so you just use your ult over and over and over again, right?
Right.
So this one gives you 10% CDR, and this one gives you AD damage. So there's a time when you want to get Blood Razor on Nocturne. There's a time when you want to get Warrior on Nocturne. So right now it's the Warrior time, and I want you to tell me why. Look at the enemy team. Remember, you have an Ezreal, a Lux, a Twisted Fate, a Kha'Zix, and a Galio. Why would Warrior be better than Blood Razor? Remember, Blood Razor does percent health. Percent target's maximum health.
See, I thought at that point in time, because most of them are squishier, that I would want the percentage maximum health.
So if you're squishy, how much health do you have? A lot or a little?
A little bit.
Okay, if a percent of a little, is that a lot or a little?
Right, that would work. That works for Galio, but not for the other 4.
Yeah, so if you're buying Blood Razor, you're building to fight Galio. Okay, out of all 5 champions on the enemy team, who was the number 1 worst champion for you to be trying to kill?
Yeah, Galio.
You see my point?
Yeah.
Now let's say you first pick Nocturne one game and they pick 5 tanks. They pick like an Urgot 80 carry. You got a Sejuani support, Galio top, Like, I don't know. There's Sejuani mid too for some reason because the game's broken, in a Malphite jungle.
Right.
Get this, you're not going to be able to burst anybody, right?
Right.
This is fine. But when they're all squishy, this is better. Why?
Because the attack damage in the CDR.
Yeah. So why is the attack damage good?
Because the best CC is death.
Sure. Okay. So why is the attack damage good? Because you killed them. Okay. Doesn't the
Right.
attack speed help you kill them? You
Well,
attack faster with the speed of the attack speed, right?
Right, but if I did, but the burst doing more damage at once.
Ah, good. Yeah. That's why they're squishy. You want to kill them fast, so Ezreal doesn't have time to heal with his like Blade of the Ruined King or whatever. So Twisted Fate doesn't have time to get another gold card out and stun you when your W is still on cooldown. Also, cooldown reduction. Why is this good on Nocturne again?
More CDR, more ults.
More alts. Also, when you're ganking, if they like get away, maybe they flash heal or something, your Q comes off cooldown a little bit sooner, and you can maybe snipe them or you can use it to catch up.
Right, and my shield comes back up easier.
Shield comes up easier. Yeah, all these things. It'll give you more survivability in fights. It'll let you kill like 2 people instead of only 1 people when you ult it.
Right.
So because they're squishy, you want this. Because it's bronze, you want this too. Does Blood Razor give you CDR?
No.
Now, Rush Warrior because it's bronze. Okay.
Okay.
Now, like even if they're tanky, Rush Warrior because it's bronze.
Is this a complete this item before I build other things?
Yeah. Rush this item first every game until like people start having brains.
Okay.
Okay, and the reason is it's bronze. People are going to be tower diving and doing dumb shit, and they're going to be under farmed, so even the tanks will be squishy.
Right.
So because of that, good. You see why?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Now, when you finish this, that also frees up so that you can buy another one of these Caulfield's Warhammer, which I forgot the name of. That builds into like a Black Cleaver. Really good item on Nocturne. It's cheap. It gives you 20% CDR. Gives you a little bit of tankiness.
Yeah, again, as far as item build, I know my item build is from something from probably season 5 that I found a year ago when I first started playing.
And again, the Blood Razor thing works. It lets you Soul of the Baron with a few items. It's not bad. I'm just saying, like for playing against bronze people, it's not the best. So I'm trying to tell you what the best is. Okay.
Right. I know. I'm just saying that because the rest.
Oh, and here, time out. Chad is correcting me. I'm boosted. The Black Cleaver builds out of Phage Kindle Gym now. It used to build out of this, but I'm remembering poorly. So ignore me when I say that because I'm bad. But I think right now the proper Nocturne build is Warrior into Triforce because you're going to be carrying if you're playing this way. And then if you're scaling CDR and blue buff, you should be capped at 40%. Okay. So thank you. Good call, chat. Appreciate you. Good looking out. I don't want to tell this guy the wrong thing and then have him like lose his game because I'm telling him a stupid build that doesn't work. So much appreciated. All right. Kind of makes sense? Oops, I started the thing. I'm at 854. So this is why I'm sad. Also, do you need boots on Nocturne?
Because you were asking me, I'm gonna guess no.
Well, sometimes the answer is yes. I like to mix it up. But what do you think? Do you need boots?
I usually get them because of the little bit of extra speed.
Yeah.
As well as the extra armor / MR.
I mean, it's
on the game.
It's not bad. Like boots are fine. TF has Ghost. You got a bunch of people in dashes you got to worry about. Maybe Lux slows you, so it's good to have extra movement speed to get through that slow. Like again, it's not bad. But what else do you have in your kit?
The Q follow.
The Q follow. What else do you have in your kit?
My ult.
Yeah, your ult. Do you need boots for your ult to work?
No.
So okay. Instead of boots and this dagger, do you know what you could have bought?
Almost the rest of my.
Yeah, you picking up what I'm laying down?
Yep.
Yeah, so do that. Rush that item. You don't need boots on Nocturne. Don't buy boots. If you have blue buff, you can spam your Q and use that to travel a little bit faster in the jungle too. That's a little bit of a pro tip.
Okay.
So I would recommend that. If you're being invaded, maybe you save it, but for the most part, you can just spam it if you have blue buff. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm at 854. Ready to play?
Ready?
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to put in the old chat, fix build, rush warrior, okay?
Yep.
And I would do this every single game because cooldown reduction, burst, and people in bronze are bad. All right, right now it is 7 minutes and 30 seconds in game, and you are level 5. And it looks like you're going to get some kills, which is great. Ooh, barely. But right now you could be, level 6, right?
Right.
Like you should be like level 7. And hey, bot lane got a kill. Cool. Neat. All right, what are you thinking?
Going back to farm.
Go back to
I
farm.
think.
Yeah,
Oh no,
good.
actually, I go back to buy because I got 1,100 gold. So
I'm gonna pause at 10:20. All right, you got your recurve bow. Is it time to wreck some faces?
for the most part, but except for the fact that I don't have my ult yet.
Yeah, you don't have your ult still at 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, if you fix your jungle clear pathing and start at the chickens, you will be hitting your ult around 6 minutes, 6 minutes and
Right.
change, depending on if you gank or not, right?
Right, that makes sense.
So do that. Oh, you have a Nocturne jungle page. Cool. If you actually use those, here, looking at this, Blade of the Ruined King is fine because the active lets you hunt people down, but you probably want to not build that second. Do the Super Metroid build. Do you ever watch him play?
No.
Super Metroid is the best Vi in the world. He plays Vi and Nocturne.
Okay.
So here, and he, I believe, God, I can't spell. He leaves old videos up, like past broadcasts. So if you find a couple Nocturne games, I would copy his build. He is very good. Here, I'm going to throw him in. Oh, he's playing right now. Cool. Yeah, go watch him instead of me, guys. He's better. But watch him when he plays Nocturne, and you can watch his Vi and build Nocturne exactly the same way. It's like similar play styles, only you have a global ult. Vi has like a, she has to be on the same screen as you ult.
Right.
But watch him and look at his build. He usually goes warrior into Triforce and then situational tank items every single game, and that's pretty much how you play Nocturne. Okay. But do that. That'll help you out because this is again kind of painful to watch. Also, your back here. I'm going to rewind a little to when you were backing. You're like backing in this bush, right? At like 8:11. I'm at 10:04 on the YouTube clock. So I want you to tell me what are the things you can do right now, and are they good, bad, or coin flip?
You said 10:04 on. Wait, you're at 10:04 on the game clock?
Oh, 10:04 on YouTube clock. I'm sorry, 8:11 game clock. You're like backing in a bush. You just killed Scuttle.
Oh, we talked about that. That's when I could be going back through and farming instead of just backing like I had.
Yeah, sure can. Like you're full health, full mana, pretty much, right?
Right.
Do you need to back?
I don't, but because of the amount of gold that I had.
I can make an argument for the gold. How much gold do you need to complete your jungle item?
Well, 700 gets me to my recurve. I think it's close to 1,200 at this point that I need to finish it.
Yeah, sure. So how many camps do you need to get that?
2?
Yeah, or like 1, right? Because by the time you walk to that, you're gonna have ambient gold ticking. Maybe you could even sell your hunter's potion or something, right? Or your refillable. Like I don't know, right? But I'm just saying, like look at your jungle top. Look at all those camps. Look at those chickens that are just sitting there waiting to be murdered so they can respawn faster.
Right.
Makes sense?
Yep.
Oh, and people in chat are asking, Nocturne's role in the team always confuses me. Yeah. He's in bronze right now, so his role is to pick off the easiest target and just murder them pretty much when his ult is on cooldown to induce tilt and make them FF at 20 after raging at their team. So depending on where you are in the ladder, your role as Nocturne is a little bit different. And like someone's suggesting like the lethality build on Nocturne, which you can do, like Ghostblade is really good on it. He likes I think like there's literally an item that's like one of his arms, like the Duskblade. Usually the item that is, the thing that a champion has is pretty good on that champion. That's a general good rule of thumb in League of Legends, right? Like that's really good on you too. But the way you want to play Nocturne is you want to rush CDR and have a shit ton of damage. So like what I'd recommend is Warrior into Triforce, just because you're going to be really well farmed. You're going to get those items, and then no one will be able to like duel you.
Right.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So they're talking about what's our role. Well, because it's like low elo and bronze, your role is to farm as quickly as possible, rush CDR, and just murder the weakest link on the enemy team over and over and over and over and over again. You'll climb that way.
Right.
All right, ready to go?
Yep.
So right now,
Tempo.
yeah, I think that the better decision would be to like just go straight through your red jungle, farm all that, buy, and then who did you just kill bot?
I just killed Zara. No, well, wow, I was just say Zara. I killed the support.
Yeah, you killed Lux, you killed Ezreal. Do you think they have summoners?
No.
Probably not, right? And if you were tracking those, it's a little bit easier. But if you buy right now, what camps will be respawning? Top camps, bot camps? What do you think?
Bot camps will be respawning.
Okay, so where would you be walking with your ult? Because you're almost 6 too.
Is right down by bot.
Right, down by bot where you could farm, and then who else is bot? Again, simple questions, simple answers. Not looking for anything crazy, right?
My bot lane.
Yeah, your bot lane, their bot lane, without any summoners, just sitting there, probably a little tilted after a Nocturne just came out of nowhere and like murdered them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you farm up there, you get those respawn timers. These guys are respawning while that's happening. You buy, you get your big power spike by finishing your jungle item. Start working your way bot. These camps will be back up. You can farm those. Maybe a fight breaks out mid. You're ready to ult. If not, you're looking bot to like murder someone and make them poop themselves. Cool.
Right. Yep.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Instead, you just back, I guess. And you back, and you could probably just back in the control word too. So it looks like you need 1325 for the Blood Razor. And then you got an AD, which is fine. You got a little bit of longsword. That's okay.
I try to spend as much gold as I can.
Sure. And you get the chickens. You should be level 6, so that's good. Okay, so 9 minutes you hit level 6. If you are good at Nocturne, you should be able to hit your ult around 6, 7 minutes. Okay? So I want you to try to do that. I like that you're going up here. Yeah, see, he just flashes away and jumps away. You still get him. And you got 2 of them too, but like, that's a little risky. Nice gank. All right, Tim, I got a question for you. 11:45-ish, like before your recall. Or here, 11:40, let's call it. Recalling. Good, bad, coin flip, what do you think? Is there something better?
At that recall that you just had on?
Yeah, I'm at 11:39 on YouTube time.
I mean, I could go do the Krugs and get some of that life back, but I figure at this point in time, just go ahead and recall, spend the gold, get the health and everything back, and then I can pop down.
All right.
Pop towards bottom.
Time out. What is our one job as Nocturne Jungle? We went over it earlier.
Farm.
Yep. And then wait for idiots to make mistakes so you can murder them with your ult. So right now, can you murder people with your ult when they make a mistake? No. Why?
No. Because it's on cooldown.
Okay, so what's your job?
Farm.
Okay, cool. What can you farm?
Krugs are up.
Your Krugs are up. What else is up?
Scuttle.
What else is up?
His jungle.
Okay. What else is up? These are all good things. So here, like here, I'm gonna chronicle them using Rift Kit, and we'll decide which one we want to do. Okay. So you got this, you got this, you got his jungle. What else? Remember, you're dead.
I just did the chickens.
Dead. You're here. What's up?
The blues. Well, wolves are up.
Yeah, blue side jungle is going to be up, so we'll say 4. Okay, so do you want to path to 4? What do you think?
No,
that's dumb, right? It's inefficient. So I'm gonna just get rid of that one. But yeah, you could, I guess.
I mean, best bet right now would probably just be the counter jungle and head down into 3 and get like his Gromp or whatever. If his blue buff is up, grab that because I'm here and I know that he's dead.
You could do that. There's one more option I want you to consider.
Okay.
What is it?
Scuttle?
Well, Scuttle's one of them. That's number 2 right now.
Yeah, oh, there's another option that's not listed.
Yes.
Push lane?
Push lane. Good. Okay. Okay, so these are your 4 options, right? So here, looking at the map. Okay, first of all, if you do any of those options, who can murder you? Anybody?
TF.
Okay, where's TF?
That I don't know.
Okay, if you were paying attention, I believe he just ulted. I could be wrong, though. I could be boosted here. I'm going to rewind a little to like 1050 and just watch because I think like he just ulted bot, but I wasn't really paying attention because I was reading chat. But I think you like go top to gank, and then yeah, TF ults right here, and it looks like he ulted bot for some reason. Did you see that?
I'm rewatching right now.
Yeah, no worries. I'm at 1140. Like I know it because he has the little Destiny icon, the little Eye of Sauron above your head.
Okay, yep. I'm sorry, it's kind of blocked. I didn't quite see it. I didn't
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, we're watching a game you played like a day or two ago, like whatever, and I'm asking you questions 2 minutes after we watched the clip. Like it's kind of hard to remember that shit, right?
Right.
So, are you worried about TF murdering you?
No,
Why?
because he can't get to me.
Yeah, he's bot. He literally can't get to you. He doesn't have teleport. He uses global ultimate. He has Ghost Flash. Okay, what about Ezreal or Lux? You worried about them?
Nope.
What about Kha'Zix or Galio? You worried about them?
They're both dead.
They're both dead. Okay, well, Galio has teleport. Are you worried about him?
No, because he still has, like, I really can't read on my screen, but it's like 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's like 17 seconds. Okay, good. Okay, so looking back at this, what's fair game?
Top tower.
Top tower, yeah, actually, top tower is 5. Let's call that 5. Okay, so you could do this. You could shove the lane and do 5. So if you look at your minions, that's really, really good to do because your minion wave is ginormous compared to his minion wave. So it's going to push anyway. That farm is going to go to waste. Nobody's going to get it because Jax has like 14 seconds left, and we don't know if he has teleport or not. So what's going to happen if Galio is good is he's going to freeze that wave at tower, and then Jax is going to be shit on. If Galio's bad, he'll just hard shove it back. But whatever. So what you as Nocturne can do is shove top as hard as you can. Start attacking the tower because that's how you win League of Legends. You take towers so you can take inhibitors, so you can start taking the Nexus tower, so you can right-click the Nexus and win the game, right?
Right.
So do that. Who can stop you?
Nobody.
Nobody. Okay, now somebody in chat has a good point. Shove lane, and then that will force Galio's teleport. Okay, if you force Galio's teleport, what can't he use? For 5 minutes or whatever.
Teleport.
Cool. You're making your teammates safe by being greedy and taking farm, which is part of your job. Good job.
Right.
And then if he doesn't teleport, what can you do?
Just take the turret.
Yeah, just take tower because you got a giant minion wave. You're Nocturne with warriors, so your auto attacks are doing a bunch of damage. You can probably just take that shit, and then you get extra gold. Make sense?
That makes sense.
All right. So after you push that wave and start doing some damage to tower, Galio, he teleports to tower. What can you do after that?
Then I can back. Well, if I still need to, I can still back at that point in time. I can still get out.
Yeah, you can still back if you want. What else could you do?
But then I can still look at taking scuttle. At that point in time, if I take his turret or if I push into turret, then I'm not gonna look at the counter jungle.
Yeah, good. Don't counter jungle because you've wasted too much time, and Kha'Zix is probably running up to you.
Right.
So that makes sense.
But I mean, I can still look at scuttle, and then I can still go back to farm. Just go back to farming until my ult's back.
Yeah. So I would like run away, scuttle, and then go Krugs. Maybe your chickens are back up. Maybe farm your bot jungle, and then what's the cooldown on your ult? Like I'm looking at it now. It's like 2 minutes essentially and change.
Yeah, so, I think it's 132 at rank 1 or something like
that.
Yeah.
So right around the time your ult's coming back up, that's when you're buying and you're spending all that gold. You just have a shit ton of experience from all that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Got it. Okay, here, time out. People are asking me stuff. What's the interaction between TF alt and Nocturne alt? Twisted Fate reveals everybody on the map, right? So I think what he's saying is the darkness. Does Twisted Fate like shine light through the darkness? I'm honestly not sure. I've never played against a Twisted Fate as Nocturne. Now that I think about it, let's see what happens. Actually, we can't.
I don't know Twisted Fate's perspective. Up when mine's up.
That might be really good. I don't know, but I know like Twisted Fate ults to a set location on the map, so it's not going to follow or anything. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, but do you see that you're missing an opportunity now, my friend Sean?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so little things like that are gonna make it so you lose the game. I at the beginning of this, you said I was 6-0-1 at one point, and then I was like 14-7 and whatever, and then we lost.
Well, and we lost.
Well, it's because you're not doing your job. What's your job again?
Is to farm and kill things.
Yep. Okay. Well, you can't kill things without your ult very easily, so your job is to farm right now.
Right.
Are you doing your job?
Nope.
No. Very simple flowchart, right? Can I farm things? Sure can. Go do it. Can I kill things? Sure can. Go do that. Can I kill things? Sure can. Go farm. Can I farm? Nope. Recall. Buy. Like that. That's it. So the
Okay.
hierarchy is murder things, murder idiots when they're making mistakes. If you can't do that, farm. If you can't do that, recall and spend your gold.
Okay.
That's it. That's Nocturne Jungle. If you do that, you'll be gold in like a month.
Cool.
All right, you want to keep watching?
I don't know. It's gonna end up being more of the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think we're getting to a point where I'm just repeating the same shit in your over and over again. You seem like a smart guy. We can watch a few more team fights if you think it's helpful to do this kind of exercise. But well, let's do one more, and then I want you to tell me what you should do. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to be like, okay, what's the best thing? Why? What's the second best thing? Why? Sound
Okay.
good?
Yep.
All right, so let's see what you buy first of all. Probably going to finish your jungle item, maybe get some more long swords. Jungle item. Oh, so you're thinking like Blade of the Ruined King next. Okay. You're going like the tank killer Nocturne build against the all squishy team. That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your thought process here? I'm going to pause at 12:26. I'm sorry, I started without saying ready, set, go.
Looking towards bot again. It wasn't that long ago that I pulled that I ran into on bot lane, got all their sums out. So it's kind of like a delayed return.
Okay, can you kill any of them right now?
They're pretty far under turret. I think at this point. No, actually, no, they're up some. So yeah, I think I can.
I mean, maybe.
Even with,
So what do you
even
think?
with,
100% coin flip, no chance in hell. What
this is
would you rank it? Yeah, I would say it's a coin flip leaning towards no chance in hell if they're paying attention. Like good players would be baiting you here, and then there's a Kha'Zix waiting to murder you or something.
right.
And because you don't have your ult, it's like that's another thing. So I don't like it personally. What could you be doing instead?
Farming.
Farming. So another thing I'm noticing, how much CDR do you have from your items?
I have 0.
0. So if you had CDR, would your ult be up?
Not quite yet, but it would be a lot closer.
Not quite, but it'd be a lot closer. Now at the same time, maybe if you bought CDR earlier, you ulted earlier, and your ult's back up. You see what I'm saying? Like you can get more ults in the more CDR you have. So if you get those runes, if you're a little bit greedier, if you're farming, you get the cooldown reduction items faster. You get more ults. Maybe you can ult in and murder all of them right now, but because you don't have it, like, right?
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely does.
Oh, and Demetrius is saying that Twisted Fate ult reveals enemies through your darkness. So that's a thing.
Oh.
So that's good to know. All right, so what's a better decision? Probably not like flashing over the wall to go murder them, right?
Yep, farm.
Farm. That's it. So can't kill them, so farm. Cool?
Yep.
All right, let's keep watching. I'm going to play. I'm at 12:30 or so playing. And you're going in. Coming in hot. He just jumps away. Wasted a lot of time, right?
Yep.
All right, so you're doing the dragon. Now, one thing that is nice about this build. Oh no! Okay, you got it anyway. Good, and you killed the Kha'Zix. Good, but you're very good at killing those dragons. So not the best, not the worst. One thing you want to be careful of when you're doing the dragon there, pull it out of the pit. So when Ka jumps in, he can't just smite steal it. He should have stolen that from you because he can Q smite. So he must have had smite on cooldown or something.
Right. Well, that's why his dart thing hit me in the back because I stood between him and the.
Yeah, and you stood in a spot where, like, if the enemy team is paying attention, they can just snipe you with all their globals, right?
Right.
All right, so I like that you bought. I like that you're looking for this Twisted Fate. Oh, that's sad. So he got away with 400 health. Guess what happens if you have a little more burst?
Right.
Another thing you can do, I'm going to pause at 1450. I want to rewind to like that gank. So it looks like you ganked him at like around 1420. Okay, so rewatch this. Okay, I'm going to rewatch this at regular speed, just to show you. I want you to tell me 3 mistakes you made. 4 mistakes actually.
Didn't smite soon enough. to get him to slow him.
Okay, didn't smite, period. That's mistake number one. If you're not going to use your smite on champions, don't buy the combat smite. Buy the warding smite. Be useful to your team, right?
Right.
So that's mistake one. You didn't use combat smite. What's mistake number two?
Didn't queue quickly enough.
Well, you queued just fine, but it is something to do with your queue. Here, I'm going to watch it again at like 14:20. Let's see if chat can see it. And again, not trying to be mean, just trying to be constructive here.
Oh no.
You should have killed this guy. So I like the ult. Do you see it?
Hold on. Try it on mine because I'm missing something and watching yours.
Yeah, no worries. Like around 14:20 YouTube time, watch it. Look for your queue. It's pretty cringeworthy.
Okay, I hit. Oh wow! I don't even know why that happened.
Look at your mouse positioning when you ult in. Here, rewind it again, 14:20 or so, and look at your mouse. This is why I like watching the YouTubes versus the replays. So you can actually see the mouse.
Okay, because I have. This still looks like it's on him to me. That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, I think you were attack moving, and there's a minion behind you, or something. Like yeah, that was really weird. I thought your mouse would actually be behind you. I'm gonna watch that again. Okay, chat. Tell me what the hell is going on here. Here's the YouTube link if you want to see. We're at 14:20. Why did this queue go backwards? His mouse was on TF. Here, help me break this down. I'm gonna rewatch that in slow mo. Okay, what the hell is happening there? Slow motion. Yeah, because it looks like your mouse is actually on him. I like that you're hovering over your ult to see the range. That's really good. So you ult in. Good. I like that you give it a little bit of range. Let's watch his Q. Yeah, your mouse was right on him. That's really weird.
I am so confused.
What the hell? Wait, someone tell me. He moved forward as he right-clicked on TF, which puts his cursor behind Nocturne's model, is what they're saying. That is super weird. Wait, look, what the hell? Okay, what? Txity is saying that because you hit the minion, it made you face the other way. So it looks like with Nocturne, the way he's facing is where he throws his Q. He like pukes it out of his belly button. So because your passive went off, it made it go behind you, is my working hypothesis. That is weird. I thought it was a skill shot that followed your mouse. That might be a bug. Watch this again to me, chat. Like, am I crazy? Give me a second, I'll record over it. Yeah. He began the Q cast before his cursor went back onto TF, is what chat is saying. So let's see if that's true. But I'm just saying, for whatever reason, you didn't land your Q, right?
Yeah, no.
So let's figure out why so we can fix it. Your cursor is right here the entire time. So I think it's the fact that your passive went off and you turned around and then it shot it backwards. So that's really weird. So what a lot of Nocturne players like to do, you can Q mid-ult. So I would just do that and then auto as soon as you land to get your passive off. That would fix that problem, and then you don't have to worry about goofy bullshit. But it looks like it came out of like your belly button when you were spinning to hit that minion. That was really weird.
Right, and I mean, part of the reason why I know I won't go, I will never be Masters or whatever, is like only half of my left hand works, so I do weird things to control it.
Yeah. But by the way, don't worry about that. There's a one-handed challenger player right now on League of Legends. If you want, I can link you his Twitch. He's pretty rad.
Cool.
I'll have to find him. I forget his name. He just changed it recently. But yeah, seriously, like if there's a guy that can be better than 99.9% of a million-person player base playing with one hand.
Right. I mean, but that's why. So like, I play on lock camera. I play. I mean, because I have adjustments that I have to make to do it.
Oh yeah, sure. No. I'm not saying it's easier. I'm just saying like you can do it. It's just gonna be a little bit harder. And like Rice Balls, he's a challenge AD carry. I hosted him before I started. He plays a block camera. It's
Yeah.
not bad. Like most players play unlocked because they find it easier, but some people do. I like you doing both. Like I hit spacebar with my thumb to like lock the
Right.
camera if I need to recenter the screen on me, but still, you know. So there we
That
go.
makes sense.
People are asking
Yeah.
if you have like a missing arm or if it's a life choice. Do you mind sharing? I'm kind of curious too. If
Yeah.
not, that's cool. If that's too personal for like weird internet people.
No, my half of my left hand doesn't work. It's a military veteran, and I
Ah,
got injured.
yeah, no shit. So he's doing heroic bullshit, you guys, like catching bullets to save his squad or whatever. Like so there are valid reasons for this. So I guess technically life choices,
Yeah.
heroism. Shit,
Yeah.
mad respect, man. But yeah, so because of that, like, sure, let's figure out why the hell that's happening. Because I think I saw that happen one other time too. Like I'm trying to remember now. So that's one mistake. Other mistake, you didn't use your smite. Two more. Here, let's watch it one more time, okay? 1420. So you missed your Q. If you landed your Q, you can definitely get there. Alt is good. Alt is fine. You need that for the gap closer.
Back at 1420.
What do you think?
I hit him. The Q goes the wrong way. Um, I I didn't hit my shield.
Yeah, when he threw the gold card at you, you got about a second to react with the shield, right?
Yep.
If you want really easy training exercise, get a friend, go into the practice mode, have a Twisted Fate throw cards at you. Click shield.
Okay.
Like after like 30 seconds, you'll get it, right? It's
Right.
just a timing thing. So that's mistake number three. What's mistake number four? This one's a little more nuanced.
Then I don't know where you're going with that one.
What items do you have?
Oh, I didn't hit my active on my
Yeah, so you have a
gold
Chilling
card.
Smite, which you should start with, and then you have the active on your Cutlass, which also does damage and also slows, right? So if you're gonna build items with actives, you got to use them, otherwise it's not worth the gold.
Right.
Other thing, like if you wanted to nitpick a little bit further on that, I would start that combo with your E, like Alt in, immediately E him, your fear, and then when
Right.
that's channeling, he's gonna run away. It makes it really easy to land your Q when he's running away, and you've probably gotten an auto off by then. You know what I mean? So then you Q, then you smite to slow him down. By then he can throw a gold card. There's a little bit of distance, so it's a little bit easier for you to like get your W shield. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, technically, there's another mistake too. Like if you had landed your shield, it's a mistake to not do this. But because he stunned you, it's not a mistake. I'm gonna pause. You're doing the Herald right now, but I'm gonna pause.
Okay.
So he flashes, right?
Yeah.
What should you do if you had spell shielded his stun?
Um, if I spell shielded his stun, then I could flash. Well, I could hit Bilge Water. I could flash after him.
Yeah, flash after him. Because if you flash after him, the fear channel keeps channeling,
Right.
and then you fear him, and then you murder him, and then you can smite or cutlass or whatever and murder him, right?
Right.
So really like 4 to 5 little mistakes there. Mistake number one, your Q went backwards for some godforsaken reason. That's weird. Chilling smite, right? As soon
Mhm.
as you start channeling your E, you want to slow him down, so it forces the flash. You didn't use your W to block the stun, and then you didn't use your item active. And then because
Right.
you didn't use your W to block the stun, like you couldn't even flash after him, which could be like the fifth thing you messed up.
Right.
Makes sense. So work on your mechanics a little. When you're in practice tool, like working on your farm, like if you have a friend or something, like just go into a custom game and throw shit at each other and work on that. Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense. And I mean, like if I'm on and you're on at the same time, just hit me up. I'll do it. I like working on mechanics and stuff like that too. Okay.
Okay.
But if you want, like sure, we can work on that right now if you just want to work on your Nocturne combo. Because like doing that is gonna help you climb. Because like that was a perfect engage and you just didn't push the buttons in the right order.
Right.
So I mean, practice pushing the buttons in the right order, right? I
How
again,
do you get better? Push the buttons in the right order.
yeah. Again, I'm not trying to Korean advice you. It's just like the decision was correct, which is what you want me to coach on, but the execution was poor. So how do you
Right.
improve the execution? You practice. Same as anything. Make sense?
Exactly. Yep. That makes total sense.
Yeah. So just practice knock combo. And when you're watching like Super Metroid, just ask him what the combo is. This guy, he gets kind of angry. He's like, "What? You didn't read my 100-page Nocturne guide where I document the combo like meticulously?" Like he might throw one of those at you depending on what mood he's in. But
Right.
but if he's feeling chill, he'll be just like, "Oh, you hit Q and then you throw an E in there, then you auto a few times, or whatever the combo is. But ask the people that really know the champion and really optimize for the damage and stuff. They should know. Another thing, if you're not sure, and like maybe this guy's not streaming or whatever, you can just go to lolking.net. You ever use this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the guides. Oh, look, a thing that you can search for champions. Go to Nocturne. And this will help with builds too. Maybe there's a build that's better than the one I'm recommending, the Super Metroid build.
I just never know which ones, because I mean, some people are like Lol King's awesome and everything else is garbage, and some people are like, what you see on OPGG is great and Lol King is garbage. And
So they're all good. They're all bad. Here's how I decide if they're good or not. See this little like filter thing here? It says ratings right now. Ratings are bullshit. There's some top rated guides that are just wrong. All right. Like I think I have one for Sejuani right now that's top rated and like it hasn't been updated in a while. It's just wrong, right?
right,
So right here, the top rated guide out of all these, we have a 2400. That's like Diamond 1. We have a 2400 here. That's like Diamond 1. I would go with this one. I would go with this one. There's a 2300 here, mid Nocturne to Master. That guy probably knows what he's doing. And then like here, the next featured one, he's like only 2000, right? But it has like a million views. That's weird. Shouldn't that be? You see what I'm saying? So click a few of these and just read and like use your brain, right? Like here, this guy's Diamond 2. He's played 56 Nocturne games that season. Seems like a lot when the average is 5. Win percentage is 60%. So he's like having a plus 60% win rate in high diamond doing this. Guy probably knows what he's talking about, right?
right.
Oh, look, runes. Hey, he likes attack speed and AD, what we recommended. Huh. Oh, that's weird. Magic resist per level. Huh. Just saying, right? And he has some other goofy shit going on his seals. He's saying either armor per level. That's weird. Or health per level. Huh. Okay. Masteries, whatever. Okay, is there combos? Oh, he just writes all the
weird.
things. But look at all this shit. Combos. There we go. Hey, look at this. He just tells you how to do all the things. And oh, look, there's videos of him doing it. Here, do you want this link?
Sure.
Here you go, buddy. I threw it in Twitch for you. I'll throw it in this notepad too. So there you go. I would learn from the Diamond 2 Nocturne player who seems to know what he's doing.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe he has a Twitch too or something. So maybe you can go like bug him. Here, this guy's a 70-year-old mid main. His Z guide. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has a Twitch, but I don't know. Maybe he does, and I'm just bad and can't read well. Maybe you can go and ask him. And sometimes these challenger players have like 5 people watching them. They answer every question. So just a thing you can do, right?
Right.
Got it.
I'm sorry to be so painful.
Oh, no worries. You're not painful. Here, I wanna watch this. We had someone actually make a YouTube video of the Nocturne bug. Yeah, I want to see. Ah. Here's. So are you seeing this?
Yeah,
Oh, he's right. So he's super slow mode it. When you actually began the cast, your mouse was behind your model. That's all it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's simple, right? Make sure your mouse is in front of you before you click Q. Like again, like push the buttons in the right order. Thank you. That's perfect, man. I was worried that like I misunderstood a champion I almost had mastered. So very appreciate the effort to
put that together because I didn't.
Yeah, for sure, man. If you're on NA, let me know. I'll throw you a mystery skin for that. Appreciate it, man. And if not, no worries. Give you a host sometime or whatever. But good shit, man. Thanks for helping out. All right, we're 2 hours deep into this lesson, man. Do you think you have what you need? This is usually when people start getting pissed at me for yelling at them, and people get
No.
get
I
tired.
am by no means at all getting pissed at you. I appreciate it, and yes, I have
Cool.
what I need for now because, well,
Yeah, this is a lot.
ton of work.
Yeah, this is a lot. I'm gonna copy paste this. Here, do you want me to message you via Twitch?
That's fine.
All right, here, let me just do that. I'm just gonna copy paste the homework, okay?
I appreciate it.
What's your job again? Is Nocturne in low bronze?
Farm and kill things
In what order?
in that order.
Actually, yeah. Let's say that. I was
Well,
gonna
because I have
say
farm
kill
first,
things
kill
when possible and
second,
then farm when your ult's on cooldown. But you know what? You're not wrong. Like farm is probably more important in the long run. Oh, he's EUW. Damn. All right. All right. Cool. So work on all that shit. Play for like a week, like practicing that stuff, and then give me another game to watch. Okay.
Oh, most definitely.
Or here, even better. Let's play a game. I'll play support or something, and I'll watch you murder people. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But practice all this shit for a week. Okay. Helpful. What you were looking for?
Absolutely, sir. I appreciate your time.
Oh no, sir, man. No worries. We're talking video games here. Any more questions before we call it?
No, you answered my math questions. You answered my jungle questions. You answered my bronze questions. I think I'm good right now.
All right, cool. Practice that. Rush CDR. Fix your build. Fix your clear. Practice, practice, practice. You'll be murdering people. You'll be like gold in a month. Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, sir.
Sure thing.
And sirs, I old habit.
Hey, no worries, man. Like it's just funny to me. Like I'm a dude that plays video games too much, being called sir by an old vet who like literally caught a bullet for somebody or whatever. So appreciate it. I'm just Twitter pated a little. All right, man. Have a good night. Kick some ass in solo queue, okay?
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye. I guess.